Chapter 2. Difficult news for Anne. Baroness did not usually need to let their houses, and so Sir Walter would not talk about letting Kelling Hall. But he agreed that if an important person needed a house like Kelling Hall, he might very kindly help them. Soon after this, his lord, Mr. Stafford, told Sir Walter that a man called Admiral Croft was looking for a house in Somerset. Admiral Croft had heard about Kelly Hart. Mr. Self said although he had not seen the house, he was very interested in it. Admiral Croft is the son of a gentleman, Mr. Stafford told Sir Walter. His wife is a very polite, well-spoken lady. She is very interested in the house and already knows Kellington. Her brother lived near here at Montfort a few years ago. Now, what was his name? Mr. Stafford thought for a few moments. Oh, I remember. The gentleman so well, but I cannot think of his name. You mean Mr. Wentworth, I expect, said Anne. Mr. Wentworth, cried Mr. Stafford. That was him. He lived at Montfort for 2 or 3 years. Sir Walter, you remember him, I am sure. Wentworth, said Sir Walter. Oh, yes, I remember him, but you called him a gentleman. He was not a gentleman. Mr. Wentworth was not an important man, I remember. Sir Walter could never be pleased with anyone who lived in his house. However, at last he agreed that Admiral Croft could come to look at Kelling Hall. Sir Walter could see that it would be good to let the house to an admiral. An admiral was important enough, but not too important. I have let my house to Admiral Croft. Sounds much better than I have let my house to Mr. X or Mr. Y. An admiral could also note that he could never be as important as a baronet. Sir Walter would never do anything without first asking Elizabeth, and she now wanted to move to Bath as soon as possible. She was very happy to let Gillinghall, and who had listened carefully to Sir Walter's conversation with Mr. Shepherd, now left the room. When she had thought about the Warford family, her face had become hot. Now she needed some fresh air. Mr. Warford, who Sir Walter and Mr. Stafford had talked about, was nothing to Anne, but 8 years before she had been in love with his brother, Captain Frederick Warford. Captain Warford, like Admiral Croft, was in the Navy, and in summer 1806 he had come to live in Somerset with his brother. He was a very good-looking and clever young man, and Anne was very kind, sensible girl. As they began to know each other, they fell deeply in love, and for a short time they were very happy together. However, when they asked Sir Walter if they could get engaged, he was very cold. He did not think that Captain Warford was good enough for his family. Although Lady Russell was kinder than Sir Walter, she too believed the engagement was not a good idea. Anne was only 19 at the time. She was beautiful and clever, and from a good family, and Lady Russell too that she was throwing herself away. Captain Warford had no money, but he said he was sure that he would soon have a ship and be rich. He had always been lucky, and he knew that he always would be. But when she heard this, Lady Russell felt even more worried about Captain Wentworth. He believed in himself too much, she thought. He was too clever and he had a dangerous character. Anne was young, a good-hearted. She was strong enough not to listen to her father, but she had always trusted and loved Lady Russell. At last, Lady Russell persuaded her that the engagement was wrong, both for Anne and Captain Wentworth. Captain Wentworth himself could not see that it was wrong. He was hurt and angry that Lady Russell had persuaded Anne not to marry him. He left Somerset at once. After he had gone, Anne felt terribly sad and sorry. She did not enjoy being young anymore and she began to lose her beauty. When she was 22, a man called Charles Musgrove asked Anne to marry him. He had a good character and was from a rich, important family. Lady Russell hoped that Anne would say yes, but no one could come near Frederick Wentworth in her heart, and so she refused Charles Musgrove. He then married Anne's younger sister, Mary, instead. Lady Russell was very worried. Could Anne even find a clever man from a good family to marry? Anne, who was now 27, had thought a lot about everything that had happened with Captain Wentworth. She felt strongly that it was wrong to persuade a young girl not to marry the man she loved. She knew that she would be happier now if she was married to Captain Wentworth. She knew, too, from reading newspapers and Navy lists, that he had been right about himself. He had done very well in the Navy and was now a rich man. So, when Anne heard that Captain Wentworth's city might soon live in Kelling Hall, it was very painful for her. She knew that her sister Mary and Mr. Croft did not know that she had ever met Captain Wentworth. She also felt sure that Sir Walter, Elizabeth, and Lady Russell would say nothing about it. So she hoped that when she met the Crofts, it would not be too difficult.